So, again, let's talk about changing positions then if they make that grip. We're going to look more about this time as they enter into the headlock. Okay, Car's getting a double grip on his hand, so I haven't even got the chin strap, so we'll look at that in a second. Just one thing, was watching you guys spar with this last few weeks. Some people were finding it difficult when the guy was controlling one hand, so let's just say get into the chin strap. And I didn't bring in, remember in week 1 I was showing you guys how to bring this in close, so if Carl makes a grip on it with his right hand on my wrist, on this one, it's difficult for him to pull that away from my body because I'm strong and I can still make the connection. But sometimes if you make the mistake and I don't come close to my body and I'm kind of out here and Carl makes the grip, if it's 2-on-1 it's even worse, but just to keep it 1-on-1, yeah, I'm never going to get that back, so I can use my leg as a brace. So if I straighten this out and bring my leg into the position, I just have to push this down and corkscrew my hand to get it back, and then I'm back into that position again. So again, from there, if I make the mistake of coming in out wide and he makes the grip, I'll straighten his arm, bring my leg in, and then I can just corkscrew it like this to get it back. I need to be careful he doesn't grab that leg, so I'll be back into my position. But let's look at when I go for the front headlock and he makes that double grip. So now this is really dangerous because I have no control over him. You know, I have a little bit of weight, but I haven't got my loop in yet. But this hand that was coming underneath, same thing. I make the connection, even though he's got a double wrist strap. So he's got that 2-on-1. I make that connection, and from there, once I make the loop, I don't let it go again. So again, from here, I'm going to feed it through as far as I can. And I want to make sure that Carl's head doesn't come out the side. If it does come out the side, I'll be going back into my guillotines again and trying to finish from that position. Sorry. So from here, I'll use my elbow to push it underneath. I want it in my belly. And now we're going to do the same thing again. I want to get his head like this, because I'm messing with his alignment. But it's hard to do it from this position because I can't really put a lot of pressure on him because I'm on my knees. So from there, I'm just jumping to my feet. And I'm going to move back and I'm going to put my belly on his head and push it right into his chest. This gives me a massive lever to his body to turn him. So once I feel and I've got his chin in his chest, which is uncomfortable, I'm going to turn my hip. And now he's connected to me. See the way the back of his head is connected to my stomach. Where I go, he goes. I'll just sit through. I'm taking him all the way to our inverted north-south. Car still has his grips. I didn't release the loop. And now, like we looked at on the first few weeks of this mesocycle, I can use my stronger muscles, my leg, to remove that grip. So I can just bring this over, peel it off. And now, back into that contact, so I can just roll. From our front headlock, he's intercepted before I even got that, which is good for him, bad for me. So I'm still coming under the armpit, and I need to make that connection. And once I grab my wrist, I don't let it go. So I feed it through as far as I can. Okay? If his head starts to come out, I can switch back to the guillotine, the armling guillotine, but because he's grips, it is a little bit harder, so we want to be thinking about changing the position, not letting go of the loop. So I'll use my elbow to push his head inside, but see the way my stomach isn't on the back of Carl's head, which means I can't push his chin into his chest, which means it's hard to move him. So I want to change position, so I get to my feet. So I just jump to my feet, and I put my belly over the back of his head here, and I'm pushing in with my hips. Okay. From there, I turn my hip. So now, because he's connected to me, where I go, he goes. So when I sit through, move him onto his back. Okay. So to finish from there, Carl still has these grips. I'm not letting go of the loop, so I can't use my hands to break the grip, but I can use my legs because my hips are free. So I just swing my left leg up and I use my hamstring, peel that off. So I push it down, we're back where we started again. Rule of thumb, make the connection. This is snug. His head is on my body, and I'm pushing his shoulder with my finish the anaconda. I can switch to the darts from here as well if that's not coming off. So my left hand is just going to come underneath, still come under the armpit and make a connection. So I've got wrist to wrist, okay? But I want to get his chin. It's hard to move people, okay, when they're strong. So from there, I'll feed this through as far as I can. If his head starts to come out, I'll use my elbow to push it. I want his head in the middle, so I can pinch my elbow, try to bring your head out. It's difficult. But now, I want to put something over his head. You get his chin like this. So I'll jump to my feet, and then I'll just put my belly on the back of his head. And now engage my hips. This should feel uncomfortable. So, when I sit out, I just turn my hip, and I can just sit through onto my right hip, even curl over. Perfect for the anaconda. He still has that grip, so I'll use my leg, peel that off. There's my anaconda. Okay, I want to switch to the doors. I just need to switch from being on my right side to on my knees, so my other hand comes underneath. Get into my bow cutter position again, making sure I get his chin and his chest. Find the bicep, bring my shoulder to his shoulder. Just put the body. Okay, let's relax your chin.